And we do begin with breaking news at this noon hour. Presidential candidate Kamala Harris has now conceded the race for the White House. CBS News reporting that Harris called Donald Trump within the last hour to congratulate him on his win. She also discussed the importance of a peaceful transfer of power and being a president for all Americans. We do expect to hear from Harris in just about an hour from now at 1 o'clock our time. She will be speaking to her supporters at Howard University in Washington, D.C., and you'll be able to watch it live on KREM 2 as well as KREM 2 Plus and KREM.com. Several media outlets, including the AP and CBS News, calling the race for Trump early this morning. And that means he will be headed back to the White House. The latest Electoral College map showing Trump with 292 votes to 224 for Harris. He needed 270 votes to win. CBS News has reaction from the president-elect and a closer look at how he pulled out a victory.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people.
Overnight, Donald Trump relished in what his supporters call the greatest political comeback in American history.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Trump's campaign strategy to appeal to people who don't vote frequently in key battleground states worked, ultimately putting him well over the required 270 electoral votes. And it's what played out in make or break Pennsylvania.
People who voted early, they went overwhelmingly for Kamala Harris. But then what happened yesterday? Boom, Donald Trump turned out more people day of.
Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign has always said if she loses, she'll concede the race. She's also expected to address supporters at her alma mater, Howard University.
You won't hear from the vice president tonight.
The crowd there dispersed last night after learning Harris wouldn't make an appearance. As Team Trump prepares to head back to the White House, they're calling for hope and optimism.
He is going to be a president for all Americans.
Senior advisor Jason Miller says the president-elect can hit the ground running with executive orders.
He can simply flip the switch on day one, secure the border, start the energy exploration again, which will help with reducing inflation, making things more affordable.
A vast majority of voters nationwide described the economy as bad. It was a top concern among Trump voters. Jared Hill, CBS News, the White House.
And in the last half hour, President Biden called President-elect Trump to congratulate him on the election win. President Biden also invited him, Donald Trump, to the White House for a transitional meeting. The presidential election results in the inland Northwest were no big surprise, as is the case most years. In Washington state, Kamala Harris won the state and its 12 electoral votes. And in Idaho, voters backed Trump by a wide margin. The Associated Press projected all 4 of the state's electoral votes for Trump right as the polls closed. And again, we do expect to hear from Vice President Harris in less than an hour from now. This is a live look at Howard University, again in Washington, D.C., where she is expected to take the stage at 1 o'clock. And again, you can watch her statement live on KREM 2 or streaming on KREM 2 Plus and KREM.com. All right, taking a look at some of the local races now. Washington will see a new governor for the first time in 12 years. The Associated Press calling the race for Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson. He's leading former Congressman Dave Reichert, but Reichert said he is not conceding. Both candidates spoke last night after the initial batch of election results.
As your Attorney General with a fantastic team, we fought for you every single day. We did not pull our punches. And as your governor, I will center you, each and every one of you, red counties, blue counties, Republicans, Democrats, independents, you are top of my mind. I'm thinking of you, we'll advocate for you, we'll make Washington even a greater state than it is today. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go get them. Thanks, everybody.
I heard that all across the state as I met with people. If you don't win, I'm leaving. And so my plea tonight is, look, if we do lose, don't leave. We have to stay and fight for our children, for our homes, for our businesses.
Eastern Washington voters are electing their first new representative for the 5th Congressional District in 2 decades. Republican Michael Baumgardner and Democrat Carmela Conroy went head-to-head. Initial results showing Baumgardner with a strong lead. On election night, Baumgardner thanked Eastern Washington voters, saying he is very pleased with the initial results. Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers said she is honored and excited to literally pass the baton to Baumgardner. While the 5th congressional district race hasn't been called yet, Baumgardner says he plans to work hard every day for all of Eastern Washington.
Well, I want folks to know that if you voted for me, I'm your congressman, and if you didn't vote for me, I'm your congressman. So I work for all of you, and we're going to do everything we can to work every day to be an outstanding representative. And so I got 775,000 bosses out there, and we're looking forward to do the job for them.
Well, we'll be watching closely to make sure he keeps his word. In Congress, he must work across the aisle and put Eastern Washington ahead of party, and we must hold him accountable if he does not.
We're also keeping a close eye on the race for Washington's 4th congressional district. 2 Republicans are vying for the seat, and it remains too close to call at this hour. Incumbent Dan Newhouse had a slight lead over Jared Sessler after initial returns. Newhouse has been under attack by former President Trump after the congressman voted to impeach Trump following January 6th. And we do expect another round of election results coming in this afternoon, and we'll have them for you at KREM.com. You can also get election updates anytime on KREM 2 Plus. That is our news streaming channel, and it is free to download right now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV as well. Easy to do, and again, it's free. All right, let's take a break from elections for just a moment and talk about the weather. I think we can all agree that it is nice to see and feel a little bit of sunshine out there. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is here with the first look at the forecast.
Yeah, at least I think most people. There's a couple people that are asking, hey, when are we finally going to get snowfall around here, right? Well, we have gotten snow in the higher elevations and for our mountains recently with our last couple storm systems. We're just getting ever so closer to maybe our first snowfall at the low elevations, but nothing in the works just yet. Just a beautiful scene up at Silver Mountain, as you see right there. And the sunshine is absolutely out for today. It has helped to warm us up into the 40s as of the noon hour here, and we have plenty of sunshine to go around. I don't really see very much in the way of active cloud cover, so it looks like a quiet but calm day ahead of us. Not just today, but also tonight. And when we get clear skies at night, that does mean it gets cold. And if you were chilly this morning, we are going to replicate that exactly for tomorrow morning. Our low temperature was 26 here in Spokane. It looks like tomorrow morning it got about 28 degrees. So more frost on the ground and on our parked cars, of course. It looks like we could have another round of some patchy or isolated fog. So coming up, we'll cover that for Thursday morning and clue you in as to when our next chance of rain will lie over this upcoming weekend.